What if I told you that every single person watching this right now could change the world? And you might think that that sounds a little bit like wishful thinking, but I just think it's the truth. And through telling my story, I hope you'll come to the same conclusion that you, yes, you, can change the world. My story starts when I was in the first grade and I was learning multiplication. My mother would sit me down at her long black kitchen table and she'd make me fill out these multiplication tables over and over again. And it seemed like over and over again, I'd always get something wrong. It seemed that no matter how many times I tried, I failed. And after months and months of torturous practice and playing personal trainer math edition on my pink DS Lite, my mom finally relented. Maybe you're just bad at math, she said. Let's just focus on reading. And I think I went my entire life after that point hating math. And this is to no fault of my teachers or my parents because they really did try to get me involved. But I avoided it like the bubonic plague. And every time I'd get an opportunity to practice math, I wouldn't because I was just bad at it. I'd sit in the back of class daydreaming about English and social studies. And the first time I ever felt like I understood math was my sophomore year of high school. I was already nearly 16 years old. It was in my Algebra 2 trig class where my teacher told me, it's okay if you don't get the answer on the first go, so long as you work to find the right solution. And I had never heard this before, or I hadn't been listening in class, which is equally probable, because I had always just assumed that if you didn't get the concept on the first, the second, the 15th time, that you were just bad at math. I didn't know that it was okay to ask for do-overs, and then do-overs of the do-overs. So I started doing the homework, which was new. And I started raising my hand in class whenever I had a question or I thought I had an answer, even if I thought it might be wrong. And something miraculous happened. I started getting things on the third, the second, the first try. And it was at this point that I realized maybe I'm not actually bad at math. From here on out, it felt like doors kept opening. I started exploring outside of my academic interests, and I am by no means a mathematician. I still struggle in my math classes to this day, but my teacher inspired me to look outside of my already preset career choices that I had in my head. I was able to explore different academic interests because of my newfound appreciation for math. And now, I find myself as a senior researching intergovernmental organizations through data and mathematical analysis, about to attend one of the most prestigious STEM-oriented universities in the world. And you might think that this is a story about how I changed my life, how I changed my academic perspective, but I am not the star of this story. My teacher is. You see, had I never had that class with that teacher, I would have gone my whole life hating math. My passion for data science, which is something I consider to be integral to my identity as a student, as a person, as a member of society, would have never been discovered. Had I never had that class with that teacher, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. All it took was one teacher to change the course of my entire life. And this is what I mean when I say that you have the power to change the world. Because all it takes is one person to inspire someone to do something absolutely extraordinary, to have an idea, to pursue their passions, to discover their dreams. It is up to us, as the teachers of the future, to shove our students into the icy depths of the unknown and the uncomfortable, asking them, please, just swim. By surrounding our students with positivity, we create an environment that fosters the creators of academic disciplines, the inventors of masterpieces, and the architects of our own future. By creating uplifting educational environments, we create a space where students can interact with existing bodies of knowledge in ways that we can't even imagine. And this is what changes our world. So the next time you see someone struggling in class, or you see your sibling, your son, your daughter saying, "It's just too hard, I can't do it, I'm bad at it," tell them to keep going. Tell them to push through and push themselves out of their comfort zone. Tell them that it's okay to get it wrong, so long as you eventually find the right answer. Because you wouldn't want someone like me to go their entire life hating math.